Hi children. Now, word problems. When you are given a sum, you will need to read the problem, understand. Now, before we go into word problem, how to, in mathematics, understanding the problem is reading. We must learn to read. In mathematics, reading is also important. Reading, understanding. So, to understand the word problem, we will do some small problems first. Small, like find the sum of 3 and 5. It's a small problem. Find the sum of 3 and 5. Learn to read. Unless we read and understand, we cannot proceed. Now, in addition, I am talking about addition. We are doing further understanding of addition. When I say addition, the sign is this. The sign for the addition is this. But I am going to write down a tiny problem for you. What is it? Find the sum. Find the sum of. Sum of means 2. Sum of. 2 numbers are there. 5. Find the sum of 5, 3. Now, this is a problem by itself. Understand. Addition, okay? Addition of, further addition we are doing. To understand word problem in addition, what are we doing? Find the sum of 5 and 3. Sum. When you talk about sum, what are you talking? Sum means addition, add. Okay? Now, find the sum of 5, 3. That is 5, 3. We are talking about sum. So, that is 5 plus 5 plus. We are talking about, when we say sum, we mean 5 plus 3. What is? Find the sum of 5 and 3. 5 and 3 is what? 5, 6, 7, 8. So when I say sum of the two numbers, I mean addition. You need to understand, find the sum of two numbers. When you say find the sum, it is addition. So 5 plus 3 is 8. Answer is 8. Now, what is? Next, small word problem. What is 3 plus 5? Again, I am underlining the word plus. When you say sum, it is addition. When you say plus, it is plus. So, what is 3 plus 5? You say 3 plus 5 is 3 plus 5. What is PLUS? Plus. That's a plus sign. We need to remember, when you read, must understand. What is 3 plus 5? 3 plus 5 is 8. Very good. 3 plus 5 is 8. Alright, the next one. Next tiny problem. What is 3 and 5? What is 3? What is 3 and 5? What is 3 and 5? When you say and again, and means add, sum means plus, plus means plus, and means plus. We must remember that. Now, what is 3 and 5? 3 and 5. What is 3 and 5? What is and? And means plus sign. We must remember that. So 3 and 5. 3 and 5 are? They make 8. Okay. Another small problem. What is the total of? What is the total of 3 and 5? Another small problem. What is the total? When you say total, it is total means again plus. We must remember what is the total of 3 and 5. The total of 3 and 5. 3, 5. What is total? Total means plus. You get that? Total means all these wordings you need to bear in mind. Sum, plus, and total. So 3 plus 5, 8. Okay, now what does 3 and 5 together make? What does 3 and 5? 3 and 5 together. What is 3 and 5 together make? 3 and 5 together make what? That's another small problem. 3 and 5 again together. When you say together, the word together means put this one and that one together. Addition, add. So 3 again here. 3 plus 5. What is it? Together. Together means plus. 3 plus 5 make 5. 3 plus 5 make 8. Now, another small problem for you. What is 2, 1 and 3 in all? What is? I'm going to give you 3 numbers now. 2, 1 and 3 in all make. In all. I have 3 numbers here. 2, 1 and 3 in all. What is? What is that? When you say in all, in the word problem, when you get the word in all, means addition, add. So you have here 2, 1 and 3 in all. In all means 2 plus 1 plus 3. What is that? What does it make? In all. 2 and 1, 3. 3 plus 3, 6. Alright? Now, how many? Now, another one. How many tens are there? How many tens are there in 60? That's another one. How many tens are there in 60? How many tens? 6 tens. Very good. You have 6 tens. What is 6 tens? 6 tens equal to 60. 6 tens. What is 6 tens? You get 60. Now, this wording, addition, Before we learn to look at, read the word problem, we must learn these small sums, wording. When you say find the sum, means addition. What is 3 plus? Plus means addition. What is 3 and 5 or 3 and something? And plus. Then what is the total of? When you say total, oh, addition. What does 3 and 5 all together? All together. When you get the word all together, addition. In all. Okay? What is 2 and 1 and 3? What are we in all? How much it make? How many? How many? 10. How many? Now, if you can do this, then I will say you can. You have understood addition. And I'll look. Find the sum of 5, 3. So 5 and 3, 8. Sum means plus. What is 3 plus 5? 3 plus sign. 5, 8. And here you, what is 3 and 5? 3 and means plus. 3 and 5, 8. What is the total of 3 and 5? When it's a total of, you said plus. 3 and 5 is 8. What does 3 and 5 together make? 3 and 5 together means plus. 3 plus 5, 8. Now, here you have what is 2, 1 and 3 in all. 2, 1 and 3. All the numbers together in all. How many it will make? 2, 1 and 3. We mean 2 plus 1 plus 3. That is 6. And finally we have here, how many tens are there in 60? 60 you get 6 tens. 6 tens equal to 60. Learning to read is very important. Understanding sum, plus and total together in all these wordings we must remember very carefully in addition. If you can understand addition, then you are understood reading, grasping, oh, in all, plus and plus. You have understood. These words you must bear in mind. What words? Sum, plus, and, total of, together in all. We have come to the very interesting part in addition. Story of addition. Okay, story. Actually, it's a story. But some words we need to understand. Altogether, I told you, sum, plus, in all these wordings we need to remember. So we are going to do addition stories and you call it word problem. The problems are there, all you need to do, what is it? The story behind that, word problem. I'll write the story and you will find out and we will write. Supposing I say, somebody has so many balloons, green balloons, so many red balloons, find the total. So you need to write the statement. What will you write? Number of red kites, number of, and then you look at the problem and see what is it said last, in all or altogether. So there will be 3 sentences in every problem. You need to read very carefully to find out what is it asked in the problem. What am I finding? All right. So we are doing what's called addition problem now. Addition problems. addition problem. I'll write the problem for you. We need to read carefully at least twice before we work out the addition problem. Rani has 17 red pencils, red color pencils, and 12 green pencils, green color pencils. So, Rani has 17 red pencils and 12 green pencils. Now, the question here is, how many pencils does Rani have in all? So, the question here is, how many pencils does Rani have in all? Now, we have a story here. Story of Rani. Little girl Rani has some red pencils and green pencils. Now, the question we have given is, how many pencils does Rani have in all? What is the meaning of in all? When we look at the word in all, how many? How many in all? It simply means addition. Okay, and that's what we have to do. Read that again. Rani has 17 red pencils and 12 green pencils. How many pencils does Rani have in all? Now, in addition problem, you got to write statements. Okay, what is the first one? Number of red pencils, very good. Next, number of green pencils, very good. Finally, therefore, total number of pencils, or you can say number of pencils in all. Okay, now let's write the statements. Okay, the first is number of red pencils. So the first statement will be number of red pencils. Next, number of green pencils. Green. Then you got to draw a small margin here. Draw a line. Number of red pencils. What is the number here? 17. So you have 1, 7. Number of green pencil, 12. Then what is the third final statement? Therefore, total number of pencils or total number of pencils in all. Okay, so the last one is total number of pencils in all. Using the same word for us to understand. Now, in addition, we must write tens. You write in the box tens ones to help you not to go wrong. T for tens and ones, write ones. Tens, ones. Okay? You must write that regularly so that you do not make a mistake. Tens and ones. Now, look at the problems again. Number of red pencils, 17. Number of green pencils, 12. Total number of pencils in all. What are we doing? Adding. You are doing addition problem. In all, what is 17? Red pencil plus 12, green pencil, 7 plus 2. What is 7 plus 2? 7 after 7, 8, 9. 7 plus 2, 9. 7 ones plus 2 ones is 9 ones. And you have tens place. You have 1 and you have 1 more. 1 plus 1, 2. Now, the answer is total number of pencils in all, 29 pencils. What's the total number of pencils in all? Answer. What is your answer? The answer is 29 pencils in all. 29 pencils. 29 pencils in all. So what is the answer? 29. This is the answer and you draw a double line. Now did you get that? Let's read it again. Rani has 17 pencils. So number of red pencils, number of red pencils. What's the number of red pencils? 17. Number of green pencils, 12. The last one, how many pencils does Rani have in all? Total number of pencils in all. What is the meaning of in all? Means plus. So the answer is 17 plus 12. 7 plus 2, 9 ones, 1 10 plus 1 10, 2 10. So your answer is 29 pencils. Did we learn? Yes, we learned to read. We learn to understand, we learn to put the statement and write the answer down. Okay, now shall we do another small story? Okay, now next one. Here I have a small story for you. Tom has 26 kites. Tom has 26 kites and Sam gave 10 kites. Sam gave 10 kites to Tom. Now, the small story. Tom has 26 kites. Sam gave 10 kites to Tom. Now, how many? The question here is, how many kites does Tom have in all? How many? The question is, how many kites? Okay? How many kites does Tom have altogether? How many kites does Tom have altogether? All together. Now let's read the problem again. Tom has 26 kites. Sam gave Tom how many kites? 10 kites. Okay, now the question is, how many kites does Tom have altogether? The word altogether means plus. Now we are going to look at what is the statement that we are going to write. Number of kites Tom has. Very good. So number of kites, number of kites Tom has. What will be the next statement? Number of kites Sam, number of kites given by Sam. So next statement is number of kites given by Sam. Okay, and then you got to have a small box here for us to do the work. Okay, small box. Okay, now what is the number of kites Tom has? 26. 26. What is the number of kites given by Sam? 10. Now, what is the last statement? What does it say? How many kites does Tom have altogether? So, the last statement is the number of kites Tom have altogether. So, total number of kites Tom has altogether. Or you can say number of kites. You can also say number of kites Tom, number of kites Tom has altogether. All together. And that will be your answer. Okay. Now, when you get your answer, you will write answer and you write what it is. All right. Now, we're going to do, when you do addition, you do the ones first. 6 ones and 0 ones is 6 itself. Any number plus 0 is same. 2 tens plus 1 10 is 3 tens. So what is the number of kites Tom has altogether? 36. How many kites he has altogether? He's got 36 kites. How many kites? 36 kites. You must write 36 kite and that's your answer. Now let's look at the problem. We have two problems here. One we have done here and two here. The story, the problems, addition problem always comes like a tiny story. The first story says Rani has 17 red pencils and 12 green pencils. It's the story of Rani. 17 green pencils, 12 green pencils. The most important thing is question, how many pencils does Rani have in all? So the next is the statement. Number of red pencils, 17. Number of green pencils, 12. The third most important statement, total number of pencils in all. 17 plus 12, 29 pencils. The next story is Tom. Tom has some 26 number of kites and Sam's friend gives him another 10. The question here is, how many kites does Tom have altogether? He had 26 and Sam gave him some more. Now he's counting how many in altogether. So first statement, number of kites Tom has 26. Number of kites given by Sam 10. Number of kites Therefore, number of kites Tom has all together. 26 plus 10, 26 plus 10, 36. The answer is Tom now has 36 kites. Story. Think of it as a story, but remember altogether in all means addition.